Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to solve our Skillrack daily challenge using Python programming language. Before going to logic, if you didn't subscribe to our channel, then subscribe right now and make our work more meaningful. First, we'll understand our question. The program has to accept the R cross C character matrix as the input and also the coordinates of the top, right, bottom, and left position of a tilted rectangle, that is 45-degree tilted rectangle, and then the program must replace the border elements of the tilted rectangle with asterisks. And then finally, the program must print the modified matrix as the output. So first the program must accept the cross character matrix and then the coordinates of top, right, bottom, left position of a tilted rectangle of 45-degree, and then the program must replace the border elements of the tilted rectangle with asterisks, and finally the program must print the modified matrix. So now we'll take our first test case. So in this test case we have a 9 cross 7 character matrix, and this is it. And here we have given the coordinates of the top, right, bottom, and the left. Now we'll mark the top element, that is 1 comma 3, and then we'll have the right, that is 5 comma 7, and then we'll have the bottommost element 7 comma 5, and then we'll have the left element, that is 3 comma 1. Now we'll get the border elements of this rectangle. We'll just mark them, that is this border, this line, that is this Y and Z, yes, this D, and this one. So now we have marked the border elements of the rectangle, that is tilted rectangle of 45-degree with the yellow color, and now we must replace the border elements with asterisks. So replacing the border elements of the tilted rectangle with asterisks, and after replacing we have to print the matrix, that is the modified matrix, as the output. So let us know the logic involved in this program. So first we'll have the top, right, that is we'll have the top and right, that is to be row increment, and it will have the column increment by 1. That is, we'll start from, and then we'll have right and bottom, where we'll have row increment by 1 and column increment by -1, and then we'll have top and left, where we'll have row increment by 1 and column increment by -1, and then we'll have left and bottom, where we'll have row increment by 1 and column increment by 1. So let us understand this. So first we have top and right. So for top and right, we'll have row increment by 1 and column increment by 1. So that is from here to here, we'll have row increment and column increment. So after that, getting all these elements, we'll have right to bottom. So from right to bottom, it is row increment by 1 and column is incremented by -1, that is back. And then we'll have these elements. Then from top to left, we'll have row increment by 1 and column increment by -1. So we'll get these elements, this border. And then after getting these, we'll have from left to bottom, that is row increment by 1 and column increment by 1. So by following this logic, we'll get the border elements, and the border elements will be replaced with the asterisk, and we'll get the final matrix, that is the final modified matrix, as the output. Now let us implement our program. First we'll get our inputs, that is first we'll get R comma C, and then we'll get the matrix, and then we'll get the coordinates of the 45-degree tilted rectangle matrix, that is the top, right, bottom and the left. And then here we have -1 in the all position of that rectangle matrix because the indices start from 0. And then we have called this replace function for 4 times, and in the first line we have top x, top y to right x, right y with the increment of row increment 1 and column increment 1. As we discussed in our logic video, we'll have those conditions. Since rectangle has 4 sides, we have called the replace function for 4 times. So now after getting the border elements, so for row in matrix, we'll replace the print asterisk row. So now let us define the replace function. So the parameters are start row, start column, and end row, end column, and row increment, then column increment. So now we'll have the condition with our while loop, that is while the start row is less than equal to the end row, that is this will be our condition where the start row is going to be less than equal to the end row. So if it is true means, then we'll have the matrix of start row and the start column will be having asterisk, and then the start row will be incremented with value of row increment, and the start column will be incremented with the value of column increment. So now we are replaced with the asterisk, and now let us execute our program. We'll pass our first test case. So yes, we have got the correct output. As you can see, the tilted 45-degree matrix has its border elements with asterisks.
Our program has passed all our given test cases successfully. Hope you guys understand. Thanks for watching. See you next video.